Hello everyone, I'm Drake like the Dragon, and welcome to The Test, Secrets of the Soul. This game is supposed to ask you some hard-hitting questions that kind of delve deep into who you are as a person and the secrets you may have, opinions you may have, and it's supposed to be difficult and existential, and that sounds very interesting to me, so I wanted to try it out. Naturally. Every angel has a demonic past, and every demon has an angelic future, if one so wishes it to be. The Madman. You find yourself on the inside of a desolate chapel, in the throes of a midnight storm. The rain pelts the windows like falling stones, and the wind rages on as the chapel doors tremble. After a quick glance around the room, you hear a low, grizzled voice growl at you from the darkness, beckoning you in. Ooh, that's cool. The desolate chapel. That was a very cool voice. The Watcher. Well, hello, Wanderer. It is a pleasure to find you here. Come in from the rain. Rest your weary bones. For we have much to talk about. But which Watcher are you? Are you Shane? Are you Ryan? Are you Stephen? I would be most afraid of Shane, for he is unhinged. Looks like the storm is going to last a while, Wanderer. Make yourself comfortable. I don't think you'll be going anywhere for some time. We should find something to pass the time, don't you think? Perhaps we should get acquainted with one another. I'd love to learn all about you. I'm sure your soul is full of stories, Wanderer. I'll bet you have delicious secrets deep inside, too. I have an idea. I'm going to ask you some questions, and you're going to answer them for me. Very, very honestly. That way I'll have the opportunity to get to know you. The real you. Now, don't you lie to me, Wanderer. No one likes a liar. In the end, I will tell you what I see. Deep, deep within your soul. Doesn't that sound like fun? Let's get started, shall we? Make yourself comfortable as we delve deep into your mind. We'll begin now. Do you know what the meaning of life is? Nah. Do you believe beauty is ageless? Yes. Do you believe a human being can produce something perfect? Much like beauty, I think perfection is in the eyes of the beholder. And I guess yes, in theory. Do you believe inspiration can be created by oneself? No, I think we're inspired by things around us all the time. Would you say art is an integral part of life? Yes, at least in my life, yes. Probably most of our lives, but we would maybe not consider all the art. I don't know. Would you consider yourself to be a talented individual? I would like to think I am, but I don't think I'm very talented compared to... I mean, I have a lot of hobbies, and there's a lot of creative things I like to do, but in comparison to other people who do them much more often, I'm not talented. Do you believe being beautiful is an advantage in life? I do. Yeah. Do you think you care more about your own appearance than others care about your appearance? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I hyperfixate on how I look some days, and I just have days where I don't even want to look at myself in the mirror, but I'm sure my partner never notices anything different. He just sees the person, which is relieving on one hand, but also it really sucks when you have issues, like with your self-image. Do you believe art can be judged? Yeah. But it doesn't necessarily mean that art is devalued by the judgment? Do you believe people should be judged? Yeah, I do. And I think it's an integral part of how we find our people. We judge others in order to be with like-minded people. Not that we should be judged, but yeah. Do you believe there are certain things that exist that we cannot perceive with our senses? I'm sure they do. Absolutely. I mean, there's gravity. We can't perceive gravity. We know it's there. We're nailed to the ground, so to speak, but we can't see it. We can't feel it physically. Would you say that you often lack motivation? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you believe originality exists? Yeah. I don't think we've achieved everything. Do you believe your imagination has a limit? I think so. Here's the thing though, within creative endeavors and stuff, I find when I'm doing things more often, I am then more inspired, more motivated, and more satisfied with the results. But once it's been a long time without doing said creative thing, I lose all motivation and all inspiration, and I feel like my imagination is just non-existent. I think it does have a limit, but we are capable of moving that limit. Do you believe the insanity is key to being genius? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do you believe that one day the world will speak one universal language? I hope not. I hope not. The amount of languages that are already died or are in the process of being extinct soon, I think that's a massive disservice to the world and to other cultures. And only one universal language? Fuck no. We need to celebrate different cultures and learn different languages. Do you believe societies shape people? They absolutely do. No question. Do you believe time erodes achievements? I'm gonna say no. Do you believe you possess free will? In a way, I feel like, yeah, we all possess free will. I can only speak for myself, and I feel like my free will and the extent of things that I'm going to do are limited by the perception of others, how I want to be perceived by others, how I fear I might be perceived by others. Am I taking this too philosophically? You may say I am, but I think that's the point of the game. Do you believe you are a self-fulfilling prophecy? No. I try to not be. Do you believe some problems cannot be solved? I do. I believe some problems are unsolvable because people involved in them have no interest in the issues being solved. They don't recognize them as being problems, etc. No, we can't solve everything, unfortunately. In the existence of karma, it's not like a belief system in my life. You know? To fully seriously answer that question, karma is not something that is central to my beliefs about life, about death, and I think that it's used a bit too lightly, maybe. Do you believe you can accurately measure a person's success in life? No. Have you achieved everything you want to achieve in life? Fuck no. Nowhere near even the minimum. Have you ever experienced a miracle? No. I've also never seen a ghost. Yes, I do dream often. Am I plagued with nightmares? No, I'm not. I do have them sometimes, though, and they are very vivid. I have really vivid dreams. Are you sometimes afraid of yourself? No. I used to be, but no. Do you believe you've made an impact in this world? Absolutely not. I hope at some point I will have done something worth, know, worthwhile. Would you consider yourself to be a rational individual? Yeah. Do you believe you always have full control over your actions? No. No. Societal pressures, familial pressures, other aspects of your life, they can affect our actions. Do I believe everything in life has a purpose? No. Things happen all the time that make no sense. Have you considered yourself to be a fearful person? Yes, I am a very fearful person. I am neurotic. I have anxiety. Many regrets in life. Not many. I definitely have some really big ones, but not many. Do I feel like anything is holding me back in life? Absolutely. Been heartbroken, haven't we all? Broken someone else's heart. As far as I'm aware, no. But they can let me know. Do you believe in destiny? No. That the future is unpredictable? Yes, to a certain degree. Do you believe all things in life are connected in some way? That's a tough question. All things in life are connected in some way. No, I don't believe they are. A prideful person. I think I am, to a degree, yeah. A vindictive person, no. Would you consider yourself to be a loving person? I would. But I feel like we would all say that for ourselves, wouldn't we? Would you say you usually learn from your mistakes the first time around? No. We all want to say yes, don't we? But there's been so many times where I would repeat the same mistake multiple times. And every time I say to myself, why would you do this? You know what the result would be. But you do it nonetheless. We're not always motivated just by trying to be right. Do you believe that true equality exists in this world? In this world? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Do you always treat everyone you meet fairly? Always? Everyone? Fairly? I don't know. Because what do you consider treating someone fairly? Is it fair to be rude when someone's making you feel like you're in danger? Is it fair to be disinterested if you're just out minding your own business? I don't know. I'm gonna say no, because I don't think I'm the openest, most friendliest person. Do you believe you've always been treated fairly? No. No, I do not. Do you believe you can escape change? No. Change always happens, no? Do you ever prolong simple tasks you know you ought to get taken care of? Yeah. Do you believe the end always justifies the means? What is this? This is starting to feel a little bit like the dark triad test or something. No, it does not. Do you ever use harsh words when speaking to others? Yes, I do. Would you consider yourself to be a resentful person? No. I think the resents I have are very, very justified. Are you putting your best effort into shaping life the way you want it? Yeah. Yeah, at least I hope so. Do you believe you've made many mistakes? Absolutely. Are you willing to try anything once? No. I have many limits and many boundaries. Do you have a pretty good understanding of who you are as a person? Think I do. Have you ever felt like life may not be worth living? I have. If your best friend was dying and you were the only one who knew, would you tell them the truth about their condition? Yes, of course. Do you believe assisted suicide should be permissible? Assisted suicide, or do they mean euthanasia? I'm not fully sure what this question is saying. I'm gonna say yes. But I'm also stating that I'm not fully aware of the intricacies of this question and what exactly they are referring to in this game. Have you ever wanted to live forever? Yeah. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a vampire. Have you questioned why you exist? Very often. Do you believe your life has value? I do. Have you ever doubted your own existence? Like thought I was living in a simulation or like I wasn't real? No. Would you consider yourself to be defective? Absolutely. Do you believe good can exist without evil as a contrast? Fuck. This game got some philosophical bangers. I think yes. But when I say yes, in my mind I'm like, yeah, we don't have to have like real evil existing. Even the concept of terrible things should be enough to make us say like, yeah, we don't want that to be the reality, but then that's still evil existing. I'm gonna say yes, but bro, I am not smart enough to answer this question. Have you ever felt like you were placed here for a greater purpose than which you serve? I do not believe that I was placed here by any greater entity, so no. Would you consider yourself to be a violent person? No. Would you consider yourself to have a dark mind? No. Dark, no, but acutely aware of a lot of fucked up shit that kind of comes with the territory. No. Would you consider laughter to be the best medicine in most cases? No. I would not. No, it's a little toxic. Have you ever loved someone who did not love you in return? Yeah, of course. Have you ever wished to be loved by all? Sure. Haven't we all wished that at some point? Do you believe that you could still live a happy life if you were hated by all? No. I care what people think very much. Are you initially afraid of letting others get close to you for any reason? I don't think so. Do you have any nervous tics or anxious quirks that you know of? Oh yeah. Are you a fan of thunderstorms? Not a fan. I don't mind them. I love them. Are you able to find peace among chaos? No. I get overwhelmed and I panic. Do you believe that you have peace in your life at this very moment? Yeah. Just at least a pretty good extent of it. Have you ever feared that perhaps you may have, or that perhaps you have a grim future? Absolutely, that's what my anxiety is all about. Have I been overwhelmed with a sense of dread or impending doom? Yeah, boy. Would I say I have many friends? No. Many enemies? No. Enemies is such a weird thing to have in the real world. Like, enemy, really? Are they just something you don't get? Are they just someone you don't get along with? At what point do you call someone your enemy outside of media and it makes sense? Have you ever trusted someone entirely without question? I have. Do you sometimes believe that you're destined to be a hero? No. No. If you had superhuman powers, would you use them exclusively for good? I'd like to think so. What's the power, though? You know, I'd like to think so. But good is also defined differently by different people. Do you often find beauty in those who cannot find beauty within themselves? I'd like to say yes. Do you ever have difficulty finding beauty within yourself? Absolutely. Do you believe that sometimes suffering is a necessary part of life? No. Suffering is not necessary. Have you ever caused someone to suffer unnecessarily? I really don't think I have. I don't think I have. I hope I haven't. Do you believe that torture is ever justified? Torture? No. Like life is torturing you. Yeah. The war is necessary for peace. Abso-fucking-lutely not. No. Do you believe that morality can be taught? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Do you believe that success is always a good thing? Not always. If you could get away with breaking any laws that you wanted to, would you walk around doing anything and everything you wanted? See, we got some obscure fucking laws in this world that I feel like people should have the freedom to break. But would I walk around doing anything and everything I wanted? That almost sort of presumes that you'd start doing bad shit. I'ma say no. Not because I would have bad motivations, but because... I don't know. Would you say that you always know right from wrong when making decisions in life? I don't always know, but I do try my best to figure it out. Would you consider yourself to be an excellent judge of character? Yeah. Are you good at telling when someone is lying? No. Nobody is, and if they tell you they are, they're lying. A talented liar? Nah. Honest with everyone I meet in life? No. I keep shit to myself. If you found a stray animal and bonded with it over the course of a year only to be confronted by the owner a year later asking for the animal back, would you return it to the original owner? Yes, if they were nice. And if they actually cared for the animal. But if they seemed like they mistreated the animal, or if it was their fault that the animal went missing and they didn't really try to find it and shit, that's a nuanced question. I'm gonna say yes, presumably that, like, the owner is a good person. Do you often see the good in someone even when it isn't there? When it's not there? No. Do you believe that the difference between good and evil is only a matter of opinion? No. I think a lot of people do believe this, but I don't. I believe that love is a weakness. Nah. We need community to survive. Would you consider yourself to have fortunate luck most of the time? No. Would you consider yourself to be a merciful person? Merciful? I mean, I'm gonna say yes, but I'm not exactly at a position where anyone is at my mercy. The honesty is always the best policy. In a way, I guess. Have you ever broken an important promise even though you knew that you shouldn't? Not that I can recall. Do you believe that ignorance is bliss? No. Have you ever wondered if life could be a test? No. I find your answers very interesting, Wanderer. I believe I've got to know you so much better in this short period of time. I'd like to thank you for allowing me the opportunity. It truly has been a pleasure. As a token of my gratitude, I would like to bestow upon you a gift. This is the gift of insight, Wanderer. I will tell you what I see deep within you. Please listen to my words carefully, for they bear the weight of your soul. As we walk through the shadow of the valley of death, evil, gnarled hands reach for us, poking, prodding, pushing, and pulling us into the blistering sun. It wishes us to walk in the hellfire and to burn among the others who did not stay in the shadows long enough to be saved. It snarls with its crooked jaws, spiked teeth, and voracious appetite for destruction. And it fears not man nor beast, for it is the vile and wretched incarnate. It whispers to us directly into our ear, as if sitting atop our shoulder, waiting for our moments of weakness and discord. And when the world grows silent in the darkest parts of the night, that will be when the whispers are heard the loudest. When the silence is deafening, and their voice cannot be missed nor mistaken, that is when they spit jagged words forged to cut deep into our souls and bleed us dry in the night. You mustn't listen, Wanderer. You mustn't let their words take hold. They plant innocuous seeds that twist and contort within the sacred soil, and those seeds will grow into wicked roots and branches that bind us in our poisonous garden, where we will wither and rot and waste away into nothingness like those who have come before us. When the war rages on inside of your head, when everyone you trusted is gone and dead, when you are alone to sit with thoughts of dread, you must remember one thing, and one thing only. Those who sow in suffering will reap bountiful harvests of joyous triumph. Look far, far past the struggles of today, Wanderer, for the tears you shed in the darkness will fall like seeds into the earth. And when the sun comes back out again, this time it won't burn as it once did. This time it will bring fruitful crops of jubilation and rejoice. The whispers will fade from your ears, and the unwarranted debt for peace placed upon you will finally be paid in full. Heed these words, Wanderer. They will help you on your journey forward if you let them. I want to give you one more parting gift before I take my leave. A simple gift, if you will. One singular word. And that gifted word, Wanderer, is garden. Remember this word moving forward, for it will help you in ways that you couldn't possibly fathom. Trust me on that. And with that, I take my leave. Until next time, Wanderer. Interesting. Okay. Oh, there's a test trilogy. That was nice. They sort of advertised the game as like unique, one of its kind, and that it helps people get to know you. Specifically, if you are someone who is recording it for content, or playing it for content, I should say. The ending words seem to me to read very much like resist your anxieties, and you might have this nagging baggage or trauma in your life, and some days are harder than others, some nights are harder than the days, but if you just kind of keep pushing through it, not letting it consume you, eventually you are healed. And to some degree, I can see that being a positive, good message. Anyway, I would love to hear some of you answer those questions, especially the ones that I found to be a bit more abstract. I think it would be really interesting to exchange our interpretations of those. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It was a bit monotone, but it was fun nonetheless. It was interesting. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. It would mean a lot to me, and I'll see you super soon in the next one. Don't forget to water your garden, and bye for now.